Welcome back to I Arted and You Can Too, Luzerne County Public Television's preeminent cultural institution. Thanks again to our last guest, local baker Ginny Kunst, for sharing her cake recipe that requires only 16 ingredients. Eggs, flour, water, salt, oil, butter, margarine, lard, raisins, raisinets, Will Arnett, fondant, baking powder, powdered ants, molasses, and a touch of mescaline. We only have time for one more segment. Thankfully, it's everyone's favorite. Is that who I think it is? We'll see. Let's just get started here. We're going to start at the bottom of the canvas with some thin, playful lines, and we're looking for a kind of poisoned coral reef vibe here. The Great Barrier Reef if it were magically transported to the New Jersey Meadowlands. Yes, this is perfect. And yes, if you were thinking this was a hand, you were right. Well, what was the giveaway? Was it the appropriately shrunken pointer finger? Was it the telltale crooked Easter Island statue like middle finger? Well, you just wait for the thumb. And we want it to look decidedly claw-like, because everyone knows that the human thumb is one evolutionary step away from turning into an armadillo claw, God willing. And now it's time for our first clue. The subject of today's portrait, their favorite food and favorite film share the same name, The Grapes of Wrath. Okay, that probably wasn't enough of a hint, so we'll keep going with the painting. We're going to switch up our brush a little bit here. A little darker, thicker, and definitely more beveled, because we're working with a subject who is known for her bevels. We're working on the shoulder and the collarbone here, and I'm gonna eschew traditional V or W necklines in favor of something a little more Cyrillic. Yes, Cyrillic. And of course, that was a tribute to all of you Russian watchers out there in Luzerne County. I see you. Please don't push me out of any windows. Let's move on to the neck, and I'll slide in another clue. Today's subject broke off an engagement with former world heavyweight champion boxer Evander Holyfield, admitting that she only stayed with him for the sake of the kids. But after the maternity test came back, well, let's just say she didn't owe anyone anything after that. With our neck masterfully constructed, we can move on to the head, the place where today's subject is known to store many of her teeth. I'm a little indecisive here because it's vital I get this part right. I call these the face shoots. It's how all the tears from a person's face find their way down to the rest of the body. Couple of extra lines to clean things up here. And now to the eyebrows. The more aggressive, the better. The angrier, the better. And I'm channeling my own anger here. Yes, long, bold, unsteady. We want these eyebrows to do the talking, and trust me, they've got things to say. Now for the eyes, the sewer grates into the soul. Okay, we're gonna try that again. Let me just... Okay, this is better. It's definitely better. A little too un-eye-like with that second one. It would have been perfect if today's subject had a wad of dried up gum for an eye, but she doesn't. There we go, and I've got the asymmetry down marvelously. You know what? Our subject today deserves better. Let's do those eyes all over again. An artist never makes mistakes. They make boo-boos. And what do you do when you make boo-boos? You make them better. Here we go. A little thinner and a little more empanada-like. No. Let's make that right eye more like a piece of smushed toast. Time for the nose, and our subject today definitely got a cowboy boot nose, so that's just what I'll do. And now another hint. Today's subject sued Yoplait Yogurt after she got her face stuck in a disused container of theirs that she found in the garbage. The two parties settled amicably out of court. Onto the mouth, and we're gonna be a little playful. And what's more playful than a mouth that looks faintly like the Batman symbol? I'm having a little bit of trouble with the lips here, forgive me. Well, how about that? Better. It still looks like a narwhal viewed from the side, but I don't know that that's a bad thing. Let's color those eyes. But no, not like that, no. Not that either. Okay. Here we go, in the corner and faintly wine glass shaped. And now onto the right eye. I'm gonna skip and just color in some of the middle here because most people don't even notice eyes anyway. Onto the subject's glasses, and that means time for another hint. Today's subject played Tony Montana in her high school's production of Scarface, the musical. And this is really coming together. Whether it's my clues or what you see right in front of you, I bet most of you have figured this one out. Just a little bit more though for those that need it. We're gonna go a little wild with the hair here. I want a kind of what I call French fries on a friar's head look. There we go. And now for some faint brown undertones. Just enough so you can tell she's not a natural blonde. Not that you heard it from me. Perfect. There we go. One last chance to guess who our subject today is. And here are our clues. That's right, it's Judge Judy Shineland. Thanks for watching this episode of I Arted, and you can too. I've been your host, Mo Doberman. Subscribe and like and share, and tune in next time.